Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom, people, for billions of people across this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived. I am God, people, and most important is that I manifest the words I speak. My message to you today, people, is that you're smarter and stronger than you think you are. Let's break that down. Let's start with number one, strength. You know, human beings, man, I always say it, we're the most adaptive people or beings in this universe. You know, you could put us in any situation, and over a period of time, we will mentally and physically adapt to that environment and be able to manage or create some kind of normalcy in those situations. Now, what am I getting at, people, is that I want you to realize, people, let's start with mental, number one. You are mentally strong, a lot stronger than you think, you know. There's times when we're at our low points, you know, and in life, for most people, in the cycle of life, I'm sure you can recall plenty of times where you've been really down, you know. And in all those instances, the fact that you're still here, that proves that you was able to overcome those circumstances or situation that was extremely arduous for you, you know? So that right there proves to you, people, that nothing that you have ever dealt with, which everybody in this planet Earth have dealt with challenges, was able to break you. That's number one. Number two, people, is that I want you to also be intentional with developing your strength, especially your mental strength, people. Is that the things that challenge you, I want you to work on trying to basically get your mind to the point where, you know, you let yourself know that you shall overcome, you know, whatever that challenge is. It's like, I want you to get to the point that regardless of how challenging something may seem, just know that you have the capacity to overcome whatever that challenge is. Why? Because you've done it time and time again, people, you know. And it's like, what's really the alternative? There's no real alternative here, not that's good for you. You know what I'm saying? So my suggestion is really get to the point where, you know, you really develop your mental capacity on a daily basis. And the best way I think to do that, people, is just like any muscles, man. It's like the more you exercise your mind, the sharper you get, you know? And it's like, if you ask me, the favorite exercises that I recommend for you people, number one is figuring your life out, you know? Figuring your life out, man. It's like trying to make sense of things, you know? Try to make sense of the things that you see, the things you hear, the things you experience with an optimistic lens, you know? Because you can make anything mean anything, people. Like, as human beings, we're also meaning-making machines. Regardless of whatever we see or hear, we make it mean something. That doesn't mean that it mean that from the source that is saying it, but that's what we do as human beings. So it's like, now that we know we have that innate ability, then you use it to your advantage. Any and everything that you see, hear, or experience, you find put a positive twist on it, you know? It's like, look at it from a positive angle. Like, how can I use this? Or how does this benefit my life? How can I use this to improve my situation? And if you choose to come from that perspective, then you realize that, it's going to work out better for you. Like, you know, when you're experiencing challenges, it's like, instead of looking at it from a negative perspective, like, man, I'm experiencing challenges after challenges, you can be like, you know what? You know, you're developing mental toughness, because in my opinion, that's what you're doing. Anytime you're able to deal with the challenges, people, again, you're developing yourself, you're practicing, you're pushing the boundaries. You know what I mean? But you're definitely a lot stronger, people, than you believe you are. Take my word for it. Do your research. You haven't got to take my word for it. Just look over your life, and you see there's plenty of times where you can prove that for yourself, that you're definitely a lot stronger and a lot tougher than you think you are, you know? Choose to believe that, people, because that is the truth. And definitely, people, the other way is that, work on creating knowledge for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, in order to grow, You know, you got to find ways to grow yourself. Now, what does that really look like? Obviously, some people can go study a trade, go to college, read books. You can do all these things. The best way, in addition to any one of those, that I would suggest, though, is really get in the habit of just making things make sense for yourself, man. Like, challenge yourself, you know, to figure things out. That's the greatest source of knowledge, you know. It's like, try to make sense of the things that you're seeing, hearing, or experiencing, man. And the more you get in the habit of doing that, then really every time you make sense of something, that essentially becomes knowledge for you. You know what I'm saying? Because now you know, okay, if I do ABC, then this is the result I'm gonna get. So obviously, if you know that, then the next time you want that result, you know exactly what to do. People, that's what knowledge look like. That's what making sense of things look like. Figure things out, man. You know, things that are puzzling you, challenging you, really intentionally work on creating the knowledge by making sense of it, man. And I promise you, the more you intentionally work on exercising your mind to make sense of things, not only are you getting mentally stronger, but you're also creating knowledge for yourself, people. You know? Those are the best ones, man. Those are those are just a few ways, people, that I really know that you can really work on taking control of your lives and really work on, you know, just realizing your true capacity, that you're a lot smarter than you think you are, and you're a lot stronger than you think you are. Again, the smarts is where you can use your common sense, man. Just make sense of things that you see, hear, or experience. That's the greatest form of knowledge. I've learned more from doing that than any book or any training that I've ever received, you know? Anytime things is not going this way, people, it gives you an opportunity to learn something, you know? Every mistake that you make is not a bad thing if you learn from it. It's only a bad thing if you repeat it over and over again because you never learned the lesson. Keep those things in mind, man. Those are natural, innate ability that God have given to us, people. And those are things that we can use in the combination with our common sense, man, to really create knowledge for ourselves, create it better than any school or college or anything can do for you, because you're self-taught. You're teaching yourself how to make sense of things. Anyways, people, that is the message today. You know, definitely realize you are stronger and smarter than you think you are. I promise you that. My declaration over your life, people, number one, is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dreams. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, people. My prayer for you today, people, is that, you know, you really heed these messages, man, and really get busy transforming your life. If it's not your goal is to create your amazing life on earth, people. What does that look like? Create that for yourself, for you and your family. And every single day, man, you go out here, what else is there to live for except growing and developing yourself so you can attain your goals and dreams and help others along the way? If you're not doing that, then what are you doing? That's what you got to ask yourself, people. I really believe in y'all, man, and want nothing but the best for y'all. Take that to heart, people. Y'all have a good day. Talk tomorrow.